Today we have this 1931 Corona 4 antique portable typewriter with the rose gold crackle color finish on the panels in the front. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. It has these retractable paper support arms that flip up, and these fingers up front that hold the paper to the platen, and you can move them from side to side. I like them where they are now. Margins are located in the back, and you push in like this and move from side to side. Just got to make sure that both of these are not conflicting with your paper fingers, because they can get stuck on them or type over them. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. Hit the line space, get you back to the beginning. It skips 1 or 2. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, this is your line space adjuster, and you just flip that up just like that, and it'll skip 2 instead of 1. We're gonna keep that on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line. To switch from black to red, you just flip this switch up here on the left side all the way up. There's a blue on the bottom and a red on top. In the middle is nothing. So the red will print the bottom portion of the ribbon, and the blue will print the top portion of the ribbon. The middle, the ribbon won't even go up at all. Very nice typing machine. I really like this typewriter. The print looks really nice too. It's Elite typeface, which prints 12 characters per inch. A little bit smaller than the average Pica, which prints 10 characters per inch. And I just absolutely love this color. It looks really good, even better in person. It's a beautiful typewriter. On the sides, once you get it in the light, you can see how gold that is. Really cool. Really rare to have one in this nice of condition. Like, you got some scrapes throughout just from wear and tear and putting it in and out of the case, which is kind of ironic because the case is supposed to protect it, but it's always what gives it the scrapes. But all in all, it's in really nice condition. All the keys, there's like barely any dust on it at all. And like it almost looks like it's never been used. Somebody just bought this typewriter back in the 30s, the 1930s, and just put it in its case and just like showed it to people. Never used it. To pull the paper out easy, you just flip this switch forward on the right side here above the knob, and it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the paper out easy or load thicker paper like carbon copy or card stock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page, or else it won't load correctly. I'm going to flip these back down out of the way. There's a shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, you just hit that shift button again. We're going to move this color selector switch back down to blue, so when it prints black. It's got a backspace on the right side here. That works good. And when you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that will lock the keys so you can't type, and if you hit the margin release, it will allow you to finish typing that word at the end of the margin. These spool covers pop off if you squeeze them like this. There's 2 little hinges on them, and the back goes in first because it's bent a little bit. And all the brand new ribbon is loaded on the left side here, so it's pulling to the right in a counterclockwise motion. And if you want to switch the direction, you just, these things move like that. You just push it down and it'll start pulling clockwise to the left. We're going to keep that pulling to the right, and I think there is a mechanism that will actually, whatever side is lower on the ribbon, it'll pull to. But don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% familiar with this typewriter yet, but I got a few of them in stock and I really like them. we're gonna put these back on just like that. The back goes in first and then it fits right in. Carriage release on each side allows you to control the carriage freely, just like this. And we got on this model a locking mechanism that it's called the escapement lockout. What that does is it protects your escapement from when it's in its case. So when it's in its case, it fits right on the knobs, so this doesn't move. But if you don't have that lock, then where it stops right here, if it slams too hard to the side that it stops, it'll break the gears in there, which is your escapement. And the escapement basically allows it to move when you type. It goes in and out, so it moves the carriage. And if that breaks, you really got a real problem. It's hard to fix that on a lot of models, and it's hard to get those parts. So you really want to protect that escapement as much as you can. And that's about it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.